independent one, Las Vegas Sun. Las Vegas Sun.
Now, there's an invisible force that can turn your television set into a Super TV. Super TV brings you more than 50 blockbuster movies every month. Super movies like The Blue Lagoon, Breaker Morant, and Kramer vs. Kramer. Exclusive live collegiate sports, including Virginia versus Virginia Tech, Maryland versus Notre Dame. Super specials like Blondie in concert, and late-night adult films. Call 556-8800 now before you miss another night of Super TV.
Wild, wild about Anchorage, nothing can change my mind. Wild, wild about Anchorage, it's a marvelous find. There's no place anywhere else that you could want to be. We're all together here singing in harmony. Oh, wild, wild. Wild, wild about Anchorage, wild about Anchorage.
On the surface, checking accounts all look pretty much the same. A checkbook, checks, and with most banks, a hefty service charge fee you have to pay each month, but not at Nevada National. Maintain a $200 minimum balance in checking, and you can forget those monthly service charges altogether. No service charge checking at Nevada National. The best checking account for your money. More economical, easier to manage. Nevada National. Nevada's national bank. Serving people better.
A working day out here stretches from sunup to sundown, but there's always time for a Marlboro, the cigarette that gives you flavor, rich and full.
You get a lot to like with a Marlboro filter, flavor, pack, or box.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro country. And now there's something new in Marlboro country. A fresh new cigarette. Marlboro Menthol Green. Just ask for Marlboro Green. Unless you're already smoking famous Marlboro Red. Red or green, you get a lot to like in Marlboro country.
This is the coffee pot at work. Listen to it perk. Look at the coffee as it gets darker and stronger. Smell the honest coffee smell. Ah, smell it. But will this cup of coffee taste as good as it smells? You bet it will, because it's Maxwell House, the coffee that tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House coffee tastes as good as it smells every time. If you like to look at good coffee, listen to good coffee, smell good coffee, and taste good coffee, brew Maxwell House, the coffee that tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House is good to the last drop. It tastes as good as it smells every time. Maxwell House.
Say, who gets to make the coffee in your house? Well, you know, more often than not, when it's coffee time in this household, I get to make it. Of course, the fact that my wife lets me make the coffee tells you how amazing Instant Maxwell House must be. And believe me, this really is amazing. It's a completely different kind of coffee. Here, take a look for yourself underneath this magnifying glass. Now you can see it's not a powder, not a grind either, but millions of tiny hollow flavor buds of real coffee, formed this way to capture and preserve that famous Maxwell House flavor. Now these miracle flavor buds burst instantly the moment you pour in hot water, flooding the pot with that wonderful, good to the last drop flavor. I want to tell you that is real coffee, as delicious as the best cup of coffee you ever have brewed. What's more, with this large jar, you save money, you know. Up to 75 cents compared to 3 pounds of ground coffee means that Instant Maxwell House costs you less per cup. So this is Rex Marshall reminding you, no matter who makes the coffee in your house, the secret of coffee that's good to the very last drop is right in this jar with the stars on top. Instant Maxwell House, the amazing coffee discovery.
Get a color TV for Christmas or a portable TV. Get a TV for Christmas now because Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale is going on right now with prices so low he's practically giving TVs away. Shop around, check all the advertised specials, get the best prices you can find, then go to Crazy Eddie and he'll beat them. So get a TV for Christmas. Get it now because Crazy Eddie's Christmas sale is on right now with prices that are insane. Crazy Eddie now with 10 great locations in Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Syosset, Paramus, East Brunswick, Union, Westchester, Westbury.
Hi, I'm Freddie Fazbear, and welcome to Freddie Fazbear's Pizzeria. Enjoy games, pizza, family fun, and more. Come on down for our grand reopening on May 13th. 2-for-1 pizza and the best animatronic musical performance that you'll ever see.
One stormy night began to quarrel and then to fight. One had a mouse, the other had none, and that's the way the quarrel begun.
Make sure you come to Freddie Fazbear's Pizzeria, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Freddie Fazbear's Pizzeria, located off I-70 between the Sizzler and Coates in the Chattanooga Shopping Center. Come on down.
Nice to see you, Shelley. Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've been living, you're from here, but you've been living in
I've been living here,
but
yes, moved south for a long time. Loved Cleveland, but had to get away from the weather, and we decided to come up in June because it doesn't snow in June up here. But I love Cleveland.
So when did you become a frugal, as you said?
I was a frugal when I was about 22 years old. I used to work at WHK when it was on 55th, and then when they moved downtown, and I was making $8,000 a year, and Gary D was making $100,000. I don't know if you remember that name.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
He was married to Liz, who worked
yes,
with us on the early days of the show.
I remember Liz. And so I had to scrimp and save, and I lived downtown, had an apartment, had a Honda car, which was a total lemon, spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on my repairs for that car, and was ready to just have a breakdown because I had my checkbook was always overdrawn, and lo and behold, across the street from the studios was Salvation Army, and I walked in and fell in love with the place and just have been buying things from consignment stores, thrift stores ever since, and have saved a lot and got out of debt and have no debt. In fact, this dress is from the Salvation Army, and I got it. It's 4th of July-ish looking.
I think it's terrific.
Well, thank you. Price? Oh, I'm telling all prices today.
Oh,
yes, no holds barred.
Okay.
Well, actually, I got this on a markdown day at the Salvation Army. Anything white tagged was half price.
Markdown day at Salvation Army?
Yes, markdown day. It's kind of like Kmart's Blue Light Special, only it's better because it's markdown day at the Salvation Army, and it normally would have sold for $4.29, and I got it for half that, so $2.15.
Oh my gosh.
Such a deal. And these dresses apparently are being sold at Pier 1 for upwards of $35 to $45. So, such a deal.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, have we got stuff for you to look at today? Wow.
Well,
shall we begin?
One of your producers asked if I could find stuff that people have dumped on the side of the road. I don't know if you've ever driven down the road and seen just piles and piles of stuff. And some of that stuff looks interesting, and maybe you want to stop. Well, maybe you don't want to stop.
Often people put things out hoping it'll be picked up.
Do you ever want to stop? Do you ever see nice things like you never want to stop? I always want to stop. I always want to stop, but my husband really doesn't want to stop. He's still kind of not into this as much as me, although he's frugal, but in a different way. I went and scoured the west side of Cleveland since I've been up here. I mean, this is a working vacation, okay?
Oh my gosh.
And I found some really wild things. Hospital gown. Look at this.
Oh, goody.
No, I don't know. Why would you want that exactly?
Well, you might need that because you have crutches.
Oh,
Look at these. I found these.
They were. This is all
in the trash.
Discard.
Everything. This is all free stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, we even asked permission from the lady if we could have her stuff. We didn't just try to sneak it. And believe it or not.
Yeah, what would a pair of crutches? Let's say you sprain your ankle. You need crutches, and you have to buy a pair of crutches. What would they cost you at the crutch store?
Well, I know to rent them, I think it's $8 to $16 when we had to rent them per day. So brand new. See, I've never had to know because we always get crutches out of the trash. I found at least three or four pair that way. I really don't know what retail prices are today.
Always have some spare crutches.
Yeah, we always do. We have aluminum, wood, plastic, whatever kind you want. Umbrella, a little sewing kit we found, pine cone potpourri, Christmas decorations you don't even have to buy at the store anymore. Christmas trees, bulbs,
people always forget a few decorations on the tree.
Yeah, well, you just go to your next door neighbor and
smell that.
That's potpourri.
Smells like Christmas.
Now, why would anybody throw that away?
People are wasteful, bottom line. And because they're wasteful, people that are frugal are just going to take advantage of other people's waste. And there's a lot of wasteful people. Look at these. Brand new children's boots. Aren't those cute?
Yeah.
Now, these are cool, Fred. You may want to try these on around the holidays.
Those would go with your musical shorts.
Yes.
Santa Cool boxer
Santa
shorts.
Cool.
Yeah, aren't those nice?
That'd fit me. That's a nice trim waist.
The years have been kind.
Now, this was also free.
Yes, everything I'm showing you is
everything was
absolutely
free.
free.
Okay.
This is a Richmond Brothers sweater, extra large. Isn't that gorgeous? Free. There's nothing wrong with this.
Somebody just threw it out.
Somebody just
Didn't
threw
like
it out.
it anymore.
Didn't like it anymore.
Unmentionable. It's your size. Hey.
Yes. How did you know?
I didn't really.
Anyway, little child's velvet blazer. This is real cute. Little infant jacket. It looks like it's never been worn. This is an LL Bean t-shirt or turtleneck. An LL Bean, as you know, is not cheap.
Right.
What do you think? Give me an example. What do you think that costs?
Well, you know, again, it's real hard for me to tell.
Because you don't look at those catalogs
I don't look
anymore.
at those
You don't
catalogs.
have
I just look in the trash.
And with the LL Bean guarantee, you could probably send this back to them now and they'd
and
give
make
you a
some
full
money.
refund.
But I am an honest, ethical person, and I won't do that. But I bet this is probably $19.99. Yeah. I would say around there. And I showed you the new saw.
No,
brand
I
new
didn't see
saw.
that.
Buffalo brand. I don't know what that means. Maybe you do.
Let me feel that. It feels
That
sharp
does
enough
look
to
brand
me.
new.
It is.
Yeah.
Brand new saw.
Somebody decided he bought this saw and was going to saw something, and he decided not to saw and threw it away.
He'd seen the light and he just threw it out and didn't need it anymore. These are Hush Puppy women's shoes, hardly ever been worn. I know these probably go for $30 in the store. Pumps, size 8.5. Maybe wear 8.5 around here.
Yeah.
And then I've got Bugle Boy jeans for her. And again, my guess is that these probably go for $20 to $30 in the store.
Who's bought Bugle Boy lately?
Do you have anybody who likes to shop that could tell us?
Yeah, I think they're around $30.
Aren't they? Okay. A violin was found in the dump with the bow. I don't have the bow with me, but this was free.
Antonio Stradivarius.
Someone.
Such a deal. We can auction it off later. We've also found well, my in-laws have found a cello.
A cello?
Which is a Kirshner cello. Now, somebody just dumped it. There was nothing wrong with it. We had it appraised by my daughter's orchestra teacher, $400, over $400. Somebody just threw it out in the trash. I have family members who have been able to find all kinds of musical instruments in the trash. So if your child needs to
something I need.
Look at this, an onion chopper. Yes, leather spray, stain repellent, a set of coasters, perfectly good.
Well, look at that.
Hey, to go with the Christmas potpourri.
2 Christmas
Some holiday
mugs.
We can add that to our mug collection here.
Yeah, you could. And I have to show you what this is. You're looking at this. Can you see this?
Looks like food.
It is. This is called trash. I thought it would be in keeping with the theme of this morning. It's very good, though. It's very rich tasting. It's got, and I hear you like to cook a little bit. Yeah, you might want to add this to your next cookbook. It's got graham cracker cereal, chocolate, raisins, peanuts, and you throw it in a bag. Actually, here's the bag. You throw it in a bag with confectioner's sugar And it's called trash.
And you didn't get this on the tree lawn?
I got this on the, yes, but this has been washed. All the dishes have been washed.
You got this in the tree lawn,
yes,
but
you made the food, though.
I made the food.
Okay.
I didn't find the cracker box in the trash can. All the food is fresh, bought at the store. Okay. But it is very good if you want to try a piece.
Should I? Okay.
I figured, you know, it would go with the theme.
Oh,
somewhat.
it is good.
It's very rich, and it makes about, I don't know, tons and tons and tons. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yummy.
And, you know, that stainless steel bowl was found in the trash. Everything's been washed, though. A little New Testament. Let's see, more bowls, platter. I actually spent a quarter on this. I went to the Memphis flea market trying to find some things, and I was disappointed because I thought most of the vendors were overpriced. And I bought this for a quarter, and then somebody wanted...
A quarter?
Yeah, somebody wanted to buy it from me. When I was done, I was walking out with it.
What did they want to give you for it?
Probably 50 cents, but I thought, no, I got to use it for the show, you know.
This is very collectible.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful books.
Yes, these...
It's a table.
Yes, this is a table. There's a glass piece to go on that right in front here.
This is something.
This is like a little coffee table.
But these are actual books that were sort of glued together.
Yes, this is a very kind of a trendy idea. This, 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many books there are. The books were bought for $3 at a flea market. They were polyurethaned about 2, 3 times, and then they were all stuck together
with a bolt. You can see down through there.
There's
the bolt
2
goes all the way
bolts
through.
stuck together, and that's what holds them together, and then a piece of glass on top, and that becomes a coffee table. And these are being sold at neighborhood stores, upscale stores, for $300.
I've seen them.
This sold for 10. Wow. I mean, she made it for 10. So that's a real neat idea. Let me show you this hat box.
This is pretty.
This was a dime at a flea market, and what the gal did is she covered it with fabric. The fabric probably cost her, I don't know, $2, and she did both the outside and the inside.
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
And you can put towels in it and do all kinds of things with it.
Very pretty.
And the fabric was real cheap, the piping was cheap. So for 10 cents and a couple, you know, yards of fabric, she did something real clever there. This, instead of using wallpaper in your house, I don't know if you've done a lot of wallpapering, this is fabric. This is Waverly fabric, and all you use is Stay Flow liquid starch. You pour it in a bowl, get a brush, brush it on your wall, take your fabric, and it just sticks to the wall. And then if you get tired of it, instead of having to peel it with wallpaper remover spray, it just peels right off.
But the starch will keep it adhere.
The starch makes it adhere to the wall. And that's a very cheap way to decorate your house.
We have some other things to look at, but we need to take a quick break. We're going to continue on, and maybe you have some questions or some suggestions. Call us up, 578-1000.